my cousins and my mom do this back in the day, and it's actually a very old school method, and it's obviously nothing that I've made up, or it's nothing new, but I thought that I would share with you guys anyways. Easy, effective way to keep your hair from getting frizzy, to keep your hair straight, and to keep your hair nice and voluminous and have body to it. Have an issue with is when I blow dry my hair tends to get really frizzy. Seeing my mom back in the days and seeing my cousins in Colombia, they would wrap their own hair around their head, and I remember like seeing them and not really knowing why they did that. They do that because they don't really have like the luxury or the money to afford like heat tools like hair straighteners or like blow dryers or anything like that. I remember my cousins always had really pretty straight hair, but very voluminous with lots of body and just really soft and shiny, and I always figured that they would achieve that by, you know, ironing their hair. Actually, that one method, so it always stuck to me. I was so happy with how my hair turned out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to make sure that your hair is nice and clean, this is day 2 hair. What I do is I let my hair air dry for the most part, and once my hair is like semi-damp to getting dry, I will go ahead and I will blow dry it, but I will just do like a really quick blow dry with a round brush to make sure that I use a heat protectant. Tonight, right before I go to bed, is when I pretty much did this head wrap thing, and what you need for it is just 2 things, and that's it. You need a round brush. Something that has soft bristles like this is going to be really great for molding your hair and kind of getting that full control. And of course, you're going to need some kind of bobby pin or something like that, wrap, headscarf, something like that, especially if you're going to be doing this at night. That way when you're sleeping on your hair, you're not like rubbing on the pillow and making your hair all frizzy. This is that if you use like a silk pillowcase, it's gonna help your hair stay soft. But obviously it's like super early in the daytime. It's like the morning, and I'm just going to do this to my hair now, and I'm going to leave it on until later in the afternoon, and then I'm going to show you guys how my hair looks after a few hours of doing that. I'm gonna get my round brush that I have here. So first, what you want to do is you want to part your hair like completely to one side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. Like this, pretty much. You're gonna part your hair completely to one side, and you're gonna start using the round brush, and you're gonna start combing out your hair to that side. And as you guys can see, I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out my hair. Got some baby hairs here. And then with your bobby pin, you're gonna grab a bobby pin, and you're gonna pin this section of your hair, and then this back part right here, you want to hold this back part right here in place, because this is going to be like the start of your head wrap or your hair wrap, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the proper term for it is, but yeah, this is gonna be kind of like the base of like where you start off, or like from here all the way around. So you're just gonna grab your hair, you see how, and you're just going to pretty much start adding pins and like pressing your hair down and trying to flatten it and smooth it out as best as possible. And as well to this part right here that you're holding down with your hand, if you will. After you've gotten this main section right here in the front pinned down, both on the front and the back part, you are going to work with this part of your hair, and this part of your hair you are going to want to pretty much do the same thing. You're going to want to wrap it like so. You're gonna keep brushing your hair and smoothing it out. So I have these two sections here of my hair, and what I'm pretty much gonna do is this bottom section that I have here, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring, you see, like cross it like this, and this part I'm gonna bring it up like so. And then this part, which is the thicker part, I'm just going to obviously, you know, try to pin it into place as best as I could, and I'm gonna wrap that around like that. A good way to like make sure that your hair stays flat and locked into place when you pin it. And start with the thicker part of my hair, or the top part of my hair, the top section of my hair, and I'm just going to start pinning that. And I will show you the back of my head like once I'm done doing this. It's just that it's really hard to like see what I'm doing here. Part here, so I'm just going to brush it down with my hair. You see, like this. Kind of smooth it on and continue to pin my hair. I have like this stuff on my hair, so. Go ahead and do this side. I'm going to brush this, make sure that it's nice and smooth. My hair pretty much pinned down. I still have like this little bit left, so I'm just going to flatten that out with my fingers and smooth it out, and just use some more bobby pins to kind of pin that into place. Let's say do this overnight, then I would definitely suggest you just wear a headscarf. I would definitely recommend buying like a silk scarf. Those things are really comfortable to sleep on. I've used them before, and obviously they're going to keep your hair from getting frizzy. For more security and just to get a nicer kind of finish, I'm going to add a little bit of hairspray for all day humidity resistance, which is something that I definitely need in this climate, because we are in the middle of summer. Right now it is about 11:30, so I am going to leave this on for a few hours, and then I will get back to you guys later on in the afternoon, and I will pretty much take this down and show you guys the end result. It's going to be in a few minutes, so I thought that I would get back to you guys because I've had my hair up like this for a little bit now. I'm just gonna go ahead and start removing the bobby pins. So I took out all the bobby pins in my hair. Obviously, you want to part your hair how you would naturally part your hair, or like, you know, whatever your preference is. When you are doing the head wrap, you do this whole like side thing is so you can get that extra volume. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my hair and kind of divide it how I would which normally what I've been doing is I've been doing like a middle part, and then I'm just going to take my brush here and kind of just tame it a little bit back here. A little bit, whatever. And this is pretty much what your hair looks like in the end. So I guess I can do like a split screen of what it looked like before and how it looks like now, so you guys can kind of see the difference. But as you guys can see, my hair has a lot more volume and it has more body to it. And if you want to maintain this, like I said, you can add some finishing spray, which I did add this before, and you can just add a little bit more afterwards, like before you get out of the house or whatever. And I just kind of like to push my ends up, it off with some oil, and this is a finishing elixir from Shea Moisture. A couple of spritz in my hands and just warm up my hand like this. And I'm just going to start at the tips. Hair wrapping technique has pretty much changed my hair game, because this is like what your hair would look like if you just did like a really thorough, tedious blow dry. I don't really have the time or the luxury to do that these days, so this has really cut my time in half for very, very low maintenance and little effort and almost no damage at all whatsoever. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you guys try this method for the first time and it works for you, you can go ahead and take a picture of yourself on Instagram and you can just tag me in it. My Instagram is Mary_James, and I'm just gonna add all my information down below in the description box. And yeah, that pretty much sums up my video. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already. And I guess I will talk to you guys next time. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.